Hi guys. I just realized I forgot to say how to begin becoming a student of you. Well, the best way I found for me to become a student of me is to ask after each experience, either positive or negative, either positive or challenging, is Lord, what does this situation teach me about me? We often, when we go through a situation, especially um, uh, a challenging situation, we often focus on the other people in the situation. But the only person you can control is you. So instead of focusing on the other person, do an inventory of the situation. Um, Ask the Lord to take you through what happened from His perspective, and then ask Him, "What does this teach me about me?" And take the lessons from every situation and from His perspective, and that's how you begin to become a student of you. To know that every situation is a teaching moment. And if you're a student and you're a lifelong learner, every situation, positive or challenging, is a teaching moment. Every place you go, every situation you find yourself, every person you meet is a teaching moment. And in especially the challenging moments, ask yourself, what does this teach me about me? And get God's perspective on the situation, because sometimes the the lessons we take without God's perspective are frankly screwed up. But if we have God's perspective on the lesson, it'll change our perspective. So let's say your spouse has an affair on you. Instead of saying, "This is teaching me that all men are dogs and I just should stay away from them," maybe the Lord would say, "Hey, sister, I have more work to do on you. You're not ready for a relationship in this of this caliber. There is something that I need to teach you." It's not that all men are dogs. It's just that you're not ready. You don't have the tools as yet to embark on that kind of relationship. He he might say, "Let me give you the tools so that when you embark on that kind of relationship, you have a relationship. You can have a relationship with me, and that relationship with me will spawn a better relationship with a partner, with a romantic partner, with in 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 all kinds of situations. Um, just an aside for single people, the best advice I would give to a single person is get to know the Lord on a deeper level when you're single, and get to know your rhythm when you're single, so that when you're married, you don't just come to him for help. Uh, So that when you're married, um, there is three people in that relationship. And this is not only romantic relationships, this is relationships with your sisters, your brothers, your co-workers, everyone. Because as I said yesterday, the Lord has wisdom to give, and he gives it liberally. And if we are a student of ourselves, we're there to learn about ourselves. And that's how we become a student of ourselves. Every experience, positive or challenging, get God's perspective on the lesson. And don't filter the lesson through your emotions. Problems come when we filter the lesson we're supposed to take through our emotions, because we're angry, because we're hurt, because we're disappointed. We say, you know what, I'm never going to go through that again. I'm never going to um, deal with that person again. Instead of asking for insight and the teachable moment of that situation, we just close ourselves off. And the Lord saying, no, let me teach you about you in that situation. And that's the powerful thing I learned just walking with the Lord and dealing with different people. I heard somebody say something last night. He said, you can't change anyone else. You can only change you. So you can't get anyone else to go to counseling for their addiction. You can only change you. And if you're trying to get somebody to go to counseling for something, uh, that's wrong, because unless they want to do it, um, unless it's unless it's for them, it won't stick anyway. So you'll do this work for nothing. So if you change you, your perspective and the situation will change. If you become a student of you, learning about you in that situation, um, your perspective on the situation will change. So I think life is all about becoming a student of you. And it's not about trying to fix other people, because you won't be able to fix other people. They can only fix them. You can want it for them, but unless they want it for themselves, they it won't work. No matter how much you want it for them. You can pray that God open their eyes, but that's the only thing you can do. You can pray that God give them understanding, that God reveal himself to them, but you can't do it for them. They've got to do it for themselves. The only thing you can do is control you and what you do, and know what you will accept and not accept in your life for you. And sometimes it's very hard, because sometimes it will mean the severing of some relationships. And sometimes it will mean a coming together. But whatever it means, whether it's a severing or a coming together, it will still be a learning experience, not about the other person, not about bitterness, but you will still become a student of you. So in every situation, ask yourself, Lord, what has this taught me about me? And how can I become better from this and not bitter from it? Because a lot of people you can either become bitter and better. And I want to become better in every situation for every challenge in my life. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. It depends what the Lord has me to say or do or whatever. This is new for me. I haven't come on every day like this since this pandemic, so I don't know. Take care. Bye.